If it's so bad, why is it legal?
It's as bad as drugs. It is drugs.
It's cool. Everybody does it.
I don't.
I like the way I look when I got one.
You look like an idiot.
If you want to be with your friends, you gotta do it.
Not my friend.
I hear it gives you wrinkles.
I know it makes your breath stink.
I only use them when I'm stressed out. Don't need them.
My older brother smokes.
My uncle died from it.
Hey, I want to look like that guy in the ad.
You just want to be with that girl in the ad.
It's bad for you.
I can stop anytime I want.
What if you can? What if you can't stop at all?
If you never start, you won't have to. I'm too smart to start. Too cool to smoke.
Class of 2000.
When you smoke cigarettes, you're putting 4,000 chemicals into your body all at once. That's like dumping a tanker full of oil in the middle of a clear mountain lake.
Secondhand smoke is no joke either. When you're around somebody else's smoke, you can get ear and chest infections, bronchitis, and asthma.
More people die each year from tobacco use and secondhand smoke than from all the deaths of car crashes, fires, murders, drugs, alcohol, and AIDS combined.
Look, we hear everywhere smoking is bad for you.
Cigarettes will kill you.
Tobacco will give you cancer.
Hi, I'm Sheldon Turnipseed.
I'm Blaise Bradal.
And I'm David Lopez. We're honorary members of the Student Council of the Smoke-Free Class of 2000.
Oh, man, they always try to talk you out of anything that's cool. What do they think I am, a sucker?
Yeah, some people really do think kids are suckers. All those tobacco companies out there, their profits depend on getting us addicted.
We need more profits.
And the youth of America are ripe for the picking.
But boss, our ads are stupendous. Our cigarettes are sapping their will.
I can't stop. I have to have one. I need to smoke one.
No! We need more! 21 million teenagers have got to believe that cigarettes will make them
We'll tell them they have rights.
The right to smoke.
The right to choose.
The right to pollute their lungs.
No! We'll tell them that kids aren't supposed to smoke. We'll tell them it's an adult pleasure. Oh, you know what that will do. The fools, soon they'll all be ours. Soon, every one of them will be a smoker.
Think of the sales.
Think of the money.
Think of the profits.
Think of the power.
I'm hooked. I've lost control.
They're coming for you. They're out to get you. They want your money and your lungs. Yes, it's the tobacco companies. All they have to do is get you to try a cigarette, and you're theirs.
Yes! Boswell, will you put out that cigarette? Are you trying to kill me?
It's the invasion of the Lung Snatchers. Coming soon.
Fact. The tobacco industry spends more than $4.6 billion every year just to promote tobacco and make you think that smoking is cool. The thing is, they have to convince kids like you to start just to replace the people who get sick and die from tobacco every year.
Smoking cigarettes doesn't make you a bad person. It's the tobacco that's bad, not the person. And you certainly can be friends with someone who smokes, but you don't have to join them when they do.
Better yet, support someone who's trying to break their addiction.
When I got into junior high school, all my friends started smoking, and I just got into it because I just wanted to be like in with the crowd, I guess. And now it's the hardest thing to get rid of. My lungs always kill me for the cigarette. The first time I tried to quit was when I went to go run around a block. I couldn't breathe. By the second day, I couldn't take it no more, so I lit up a cigarette. I need my cigarette or I flip out. And instead of smoking 10 cigarettes a day, I'm down to 5. I'm going gradually. Each week, I'm cutting back 1 cigarette less. I say, I'm not going to have a cigarette. I can't have a cigarette. I'm not going to have a cigarette.
I wanted to be healthy.
I wake up in the morning and I can't talk too well because I have phlegm stuck right here and it does not want to dislodge.
But I feel guilty for giving her the habit.
When I come home from school, I smell like a big ashtray. My hair stinks.
But I would say I gave it to her, because she's seen me smoke her whole life.
My friends are like, they're rooting for me, they're there for me, they're supporting me, but as far as they go, they don't want to quit.
I think we're just going to keep, encouraging her and make a big deal of the fact, hey, you made it another day, great.
And I've been kind of quitting, and I'm trying my best to cut it out of my life.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah! That was enthusiastic. I don't need cigarettes anymore!
Don't need cigarettes no more! When I started to quit, I was all psyched up. My dad helped a little too. And, I was starting to get irritable, beyond belief. I mean, I was freaking out over the stupidest stuff.
But the last few weeks, she has not been pleasant in the morning. Grumpy, screaming at her sisters. There's definitely been a change of mood.
Somebody handed me a cigarette to calm me down, and I was like, wow.
I'd really like to see them quit. It could add years onto your life.
So I took that cigarette and I smoked it after an hour thinking about it. I know what it could do to me, but it's still, I'm addicted, so I gotta, take it slow. 6 weeks ago, I was gonna, quit smoking. And I've tried, but it's not working. I thought it would be easy, and not as hard as it is now. I've discovered that 7 days straight without a cigarette is almost impossible. One little piece of paper with a bunch of leaves stuck in it can, control your life without you knowing it. You think you're controlling it, but it's controlling you.
We do not do anything to hook smokers or to keep them hooked. Cigarette smoking is not addictive. I strenuously object to that premise. I strenuously object to that conclusion.
I'm Victor Crawford. I was a tobacco lobbyist for 5 years, so I know how tobacco companies work. The tobacco companies are after children. Of course, marketing to kids is unethical, so they just deny it. I lied, and I'm sorry.
It was the kind of smoky night when the smell of tobacco fills your nose, gets in your hair, really grosses you out. My name is Butts. Smoking Butts. Private eye. I carry a butt, a lip torch, a coffin nail, a spike, a cancer stick, a cigarette. I'm a chain smoker, an addict. I'd change it if I could, but I'm self-destructive and pretty stupid. I was working on the case of the Ansonia arsonist when I stumbled on the murder weapon that snuffed out Joey Camel. Pretty powerful stuff. Important evidence, but it'd be a shame to waste a perfectly good cigarette. Oh, they spotted my match. One of these days, these things are gonna kill me. But in my line of work, you learn to live with danger every single day.
Hello, Butts.
No matter how tough the assignment get.
Yuck! Tobacco breath!
Smoky Butts, Private Eye. Coming soon to a stinking smoky room near you.
When I skydive, I have a backup parachute in case something goes wrong. If you smoke, do you have a backup pair of lungs?
Last year, only 41 people were killed skydiving. 419,000 people died from tobacco-related disease.
Each time you smoke a cigarette, you lose an average of 7 minutes off your life.
Smoking costs us $68 billion a year in healthcare. That's about $4 trillion over the next 25 years. Who's going to pay for all that? Comes out of your future paycheck, guys.
In Tarrytown, New York, some 8th graders have discovered a way to put their talents to good use by sharing what they've learned about tobacco with younger students.
Everyone really jumped in with both feet and really wanted to do this to be a role model for younger kids and show them that they don't have to smoke.
With the help of their teacher, each of them found a way to express their individuality and creativity.
We put up different plays and skits,
and show them, what happens to you when you smoke.
We just really want to do a good job, so we're like already hard at writing, and we're coming up with different ideas, and we're all going to put it together, and hopefully we're going to have a really productive show.
Finally, after weeks of preparation and rehearsal, they were ready.
It's a big day.
27 of them made the trip to the elementary school, where an eager group of 4th graders awaited the show.
We were going to tell them you don't have to smoke to be cool. If they're going to get involved in it, they're going to know what they're going to get into.
The 4th graders look at the 8th graders and they think, wow, they're really smart. At least I did. And they may say, well, they're so much against smoking, it must not be the right thing to do. We're here today to teach you about smoking and tell you the truth behind all the advertising.
Cigarette smoking has over 40 cancer-causing substances.
No!
We are here to explain how people die each year in the U.S.
Ever tried cigarettes? No way! They're the #1 cause of preventable death. So you start inhaling me one afternoon, but into your lungs, I go very soon.
I'm Captain Planet, and I'm here to tell you not to smoke.
Pressure is the reason you smoke. The cost of the cigarettes will make you broke. Stop smoking and go for broke.
One 8th grader dramatically revealed his tobacco addiction.
It's hard to stop. I try all the time. So the best thing to do is not to stop.
Remember, don't smoke.
After the show, the 4th and 8th graders got together for an impromptu discussion about tobacco and their choices. All of them agreed that the show was well worth the effort.
I don't really consider myself a role model. Just any other kid, just guiding them.
It feels really good to be able to change some people's lives.
Do you realize that tobacco is the only product which, when used as directed, will kill the customer?
Cancer smoking, cancer smoking.
I never dreamed something like this would happen.
Believe it, it's true.
Unfortunately, I had to have my voice box removed.
I sacrificed my voice to the so-called pleasures of smoking.
In order for me to speak, I have to push in on my flute pipe.
It does happen, and it can happen to you.
I used to love to sing and to tell a joke, to laugh. But now, thanks to cigarettes, I can't.
From out of the west he rode, on a cloud of smoke, and a hearty
Kid?
It's the legend of the Tobacco Kid.
Ready? Ready.
Nobody could out-drool him, outspit him, out-slobber him. The fastest drool in the West.
That's disgusting. That's my spit tobacco. I'm gonna kill you now. But I'm gonna kill you slowly. Have a cigarette.
Droolin', drawlin', and droppin' to a boneyard near you. The legend of the Tobacco Kid, coming soon.
Don't decide not to smoke because we say so. Make your decision because you say so. Because you want to stay in control of your body and your life, and not give your power away to a cigarette.
Ah, come on. Most kids are too smart to get hooked. We know when we're getting scammed.
Wanna bet? How about you? Got a pencil and paper handy? Can you pass the sucker test? Sucker!
Question 1, true or false? Smoking doesn't affect the health of teenagers while they're young. Health risks from tobacco don't occur until teens reach adulthood.
The answer is false. The smoke you're inhaling today is affecting your body now. Cigarettes have an immediate impact on your performance in sports, music, in school, and with the opposite sex.
Question 2, multiple choice. Why do tobacco companies offer free merchandise to people who send in empty packs or coupons?
A, to show love and appreciation for their customers. B, to get people to smoke more and save coupons. C, to increase your wardrobe. Or D, to get thousands of people to advertise their products for free.
The answer is B and D. Look, here are the facts. Here's a jacket you can get through a cigarette catalog for 180 coupons. That means in order to get this jacket for free, you have to buy around $360 worth of cigarettes.
Wow, what a bargain.
Question 3, true or false? Spit tobacco, or chewing tobacco, is not dangerous because, unlike cigarettes, there's no smoke to be inhaled.
The answer is false. Chewing tobacco can be just as dangerous to your health, even take away your life. Like this guy, who died of mouth cancer when he was only 19.
Question 4, true or false? Most teenagers smoke cigarettes. Everybody's doing it.
False, false, false! Most teenagers do not smoke. In fact, 87% of kids don't smoke on any kind of regular basis. Okay, here's a question to think about. Don't write anything down yet. If smoking is so dangerous for you, why is it legal?
Cigarette smoking started centuries ago, when no one knew the dangers. Over time, it became accepted. Back then, there was no reason that anyone knew for smoking to be illegal.
But by 1964, the U.S. Surgeon General had new scientific information. By 1970, cigarette ads were banned from radio and television. And today, we know even more, including the fact that secondhand smoke can also kill.
Smoking is still legal, but there are more and more places where you can't smoke because of public health concerns. The tobacco companies spent billions to lobby in Washington and advertise. They say it's an issue of the smokers' rights. We say smokers' rights end when the smoke reaches our lungs.
And now, here's the final question. Don't try to respond to it right now. This one has no easy answers. If smoking cigarettes is so addictive, and if everyone knows it, then why do people do it?
It's complicated, isn't it? Maybe people close to you smoke, people you care about, people you hang out with. So it's not about intelligence, or being a good person, or not.
There's lots of ways to show you're cool, or tough, or grown up. Lots of ways to make a statement, or rebel, or fit in.
But once you see and understand what the consequences of smoking can be, for yourself and for those around you, we know that you'll make the choice that's right for you.
For us, though, there's only one choice. You're too smart to start, too cool to smoke.
We are the smoke-free class of 2000. Too smart to start, too cool to smoke.
Too smart to start, too cool to smoke. Smart to start, too cool to smoke.
Too smart to start, too cool to smoke. Too smart to start, too cool to smoke.
If you're watching this video, then perhaps you're already a member of the smoke-free class of 2000. Hi, I'm Jordan Peele.
I'm Willie Hernandez.
And I'm Ola Creston. And whether you joined in kindergarten or maybe this year,
You believe in a tobacco-free world.
With straight facts about cigarettes and spit tobacco, and how to prevent disease and death.
You know what's good for you and what's not.
but the tobacco industry is still spending billions of dollars trying to lure and hook new customers.
Including kids, like you and your friends.
Yeah, I know cigarettes can cause cancer. And heart disease. And emphysema.
Don't forget, secondhand smoke is a killer too.
Yeah, but what are we supposed to do about it?
There is something you can do. You can become advocates.
People who believe in and speak up for a cause.
Like the smoke-free class of 2000 in New Mexico.
They push through new legislation in their state.
This video will show you some kids your age who are speaking up.
Expressing themselves to adults, business, and government. Kids who actually are making a difference by creating or changing laws.
Making the environment safer for everyone. Even saving other kids from beginning a lifelong addiction.
We understand the danger of tobacco, and as advocates, we can do something about it.
Knowledge is powerful.
Get involved.
Use the facts.
Exercise your power. This may look like an ordinary letter, but it's also a tool that can make your voice be heard. A letter to a government official can go a long way to express your thoughts on tobacco and help save lives. Last year, some tobacco-free kids in Alabama discovered the power of pen and paper.
I'm writing to you to see if you could either change or perhaps make new laws against smoking.
I think that in public places, there should be no smoking at all.
I hope you will use some of our ideas because it is real important. Please take this seriously.
I'm concerned about other kids my age who smoke or chew tobacco.
Please try to help us kids.
This is Montgomery, Alabama, the state capital, the place where the letters were sent. Inside this building, adults make laws and run the government. It's their job. And these are the kids who sent the letters. They're members of the smoke-free class of 2000. They've come to do their job as good citizens, to let their feelings be known.
It's like we are on a team and we're trying to get people to stop smoking.
It feels great because I know I'm making a difference and I know that people are actually listening to me and I'm doing something to help.
And they made an even bigger difference presenting their letters in person at the Alabama House of Representatives.
As many children throughout Alabama have been enrolled in the smoke-free class of 2000.
As a member of Smoke-Free Class of 2000, we have been learning about the effects in tobacco ever since kindergarten. Did you know that every day more than 3,000 young people begin smoking? You can see that we have our work cut out for us. We have been very busy writing letters to you about our concern. These are just some of those letters.
And it didn't end with the letters. The kids also performed anti-tobacco skits and songs in the state capitol building. One of the adults in the audience listening to the concerns of students was Marcia Folsom, the governor's wife.
I think it's wonderful for young people to learn that there's a political process and that part of that process is doing what they're doing.
So what have the tobacco-free kids in Alabama learned from all of this?
I've learned that kids can make a difference. I think it could be any age to write a letter.
I think that the legislators and senators, I think they'll get the message that if they hadn't already gotten the message that people care about smoking.
You too can send a message that counts. Use the facts. Exercise your power.
It's against the law to sell cigarettes to kids, but it happens all the time anyway. Some smoke-free kids in New York were recruited to help research the situation. Can you guess what they found out?
I thought it would be hard to get cigarettes, but I see it's really not.
You don't have to be any age to go get cigarettes.
What have you noticed in your own neighborhoods? Have anybody
A
noticed?
community health organization conducted the research and prepared the 13 and 14-year-olds. Their after-school assignment? To go undercover into neighborhood stores and try to buy cigarettes. A hidden camera recorded everything.
We walked into the store with an adult, but we acted like we didn't know them, you know, just in case something happened.
Stores sell cigarettes by the pack, of course, but these stores also sell loosies.
A Lucy is a cigarette that comes out of a pack.
Right, and one cigarette at a time is how many kids get their first taste of addictive nicotine.
Some kids don't carry $2.25 on them, $2.50, $2.75, $3. So they figure if they take them out and sell them 10, 15, 20 cents each, it's easier for a kid to get them. It's illegal. That don't supposed to be happening.
In this study, the kids went to 60 stores. And do you know how many of those stores sold them whole packs or loosies? All of them.
It was sort of saddening to see that it's so easy to go in a store and just buy a cigarette like that, you know?
But that may change. Many of the stores in the research assignment had to pay penalties.
Evidently, they don't want fines. They don't want to keep paying these fines. So hopefully they'll stop selling loosies and cigarettes to these minors.
The kids are proud of what they did in helping expose the lawbreakers and save lives.
We had a team spirit. We all work together.
I think it's neat because my mother smokes and I don't like it, and it's helping her to stop smoke.
These kids got results through research and working with a local organization. Ask your teachers and parents what steps you can take to use the facts. Exercise your power.
Kids in one Massachusetts town used to buy cigarettes from machines like this. But 4 schoolgirls put a stop to that by learning about the legislative process and demanding change. This is Gloucester, Massachusetts, a town dating back to the Revolutionary War. And like the Revolutionary War figures before them, the heroes of this story spoke up for their beliefs.
We were trying to ban cigarette machines in Gloucester for the benefit of the kids and the youth our age.
So we decided to become advocates.
How many people have lived through somebody quitting?
It all started with their teacher, who taught the girls about tobacco and the danger cigarettes pose to their friends and family. Knowing many kids get cigarettes from machines, they made a decision to do something about it.
These girls just sort of grasp on to the idea that kids could have some power and to make change.
Their teacher encouraged them to take their case to City Hall, and so they did. First, an appointment with their elected representative, and later, a presentation to the whole city council.
People on a whole don't usually take part in the governmental process, and it's input from people that makes our government process work.
Their next steps? To write a petition calling for a ban on cigarette vending machines and to collect signatures.
Sort of got frustrating because we had to get so many, and sometimes we didn't think we could do it, but we still stood out there and we tried.
Well, they got the required number of signatures and presented them at a public hearing.
Tonight, my friends and I are here because we want to ban cigarette machines in Gloucester.
This is kind of our first time, and we didn't have any skills. We just went up and did what we have to do.
Some local business people got a chance to do what they had to do to keep vending machines.
I'm going to lose business. I'm going to lose some type of revenue.
Some people were angry with us, like bar owners, kids that go to school with us.
People came before our council and said, we can't believe that you 9 elected officials are actually going to listen to a bunch of kids.
But the council did listen. When the bill was finally put to a vote, it passed, and all cigarette vending machines, except those with lockout devices, were removed.
Some people think it'd take a whole organization, even more, just to do what we did, but it really doesn't matter. All you have to do is just work together.
I would do something like this again if it was to benefit other people.
You too can be a part of the process. Use the facts. Exercise your power.
So, smoke-free class of 2000.
We have the facts, and as advocates,
we have the power.
Use the facts.
Are you ready to be an advocate for tobacco-free restaurants?
Schools, malls, playgrounds, all sorts of public places.
Let the world know how you feel about tobacco.
Smoking is deadly, and it's time that we do something about it.
If you don't smoke already, stay away from it, no matter how tempting it is.
I think there's a need for everybody to communicate, and the kids need to communicate with the adults.
There's something you want to get done, then just to do it and not to give up.
You already have the skills, whether you write a letter, conduct research, give a speech, or simply act as a good role model for younger kids.
It doesn't matter how old you are or what grade you're in.
Now's the time. Are you ready to get involved?
To be advocates?
Yes!
Use the facts. Exercise your power.